Hey Virgo, Elsie here to do your reading. I am here to do a reading for you, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the end of July. Now, I know that I'm late. Sorry for that. I've had some personal things I had to take care of. If you're reading the community board, you'll know exactly what was going on. But so I am here to do your reading, and I'm sorry it's a little bit late, but just know that it doesn't expire on the 31st. This is time that is fluid, so this could happen. This could have already happened. This could happen in the short future before the end of the month. This could also happen in August. So I believe that you're supposed to see this when you are supposed to see this. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a card from my Super Attractor deck. It is brand new, and let's just see what you are attracting into you here in terms of spirituality, Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Got one. There we go. As soon as I choose to see the light in the dark corners, I redirect my power toward what I want. Now, the very most important thing is this word right here, choose. You have to choose it, Virgo. You have to choose to see the light in the dark corners, because our life is full of dark corners. There are different turns that we're going to take in this life, and some of them are going to be dark corners, but you have to decide to see the light in those dark corners. And when you do, you will redirect your power toward what you want. So seeing things that are on, the silver lining of things, even though things might be going a little bit crazy. The next new deck that I have is called the Oracle of the Fairies. And so I'm going to pull two of these cards, Oracle of the Fairies, for overall energy of this reading. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Okay, they slid out right away. We'll just take those. There we go. And we've got look in a book. Interesting. Look in a book. Whatever your questions right now, you'll find the answers in a book. The words you will find bring the insight you seek. Read that one more time. Look in a book. Whatever your question right now, you'll find the answer in a book. The words you find will bring the insight you seek. Very interesting. Look in a book. And a lot of us don't read as much as we should. So if you do have something at home that you've been meaning to pick up and read, there could very well be a message there that you are not seeing because you are not looking in a book. And then we have hope. I love this one. It's beautiful. Look at her. Her wings down. She's looking at a dove flying over the rainbow. And, that the rainbow is, the end of sadness, the end of pain. You see love going in on the rainbow, and I really like the card. So it says, hope is always there, even if we can't see it. Optimistic expectations can help change a negative situation into a positive one. We'll just look right back here, right? You can choose it. You can choose to see light in the dark corners. And sometimes when I have friends or I meet someone new and they're kind of negative, and they'll look toward me and say, right, after they say their negative thing, and all I say is, well, you could just change your mind. And they don't understand that right away, because we do have the ability to change our mind. Yeah, you know what? It sucks. It sucks sometimes. Sometimes life is painful, but you can choose to turn that into a lesson rather than seeing it as something that's being scorned upon you. Okay, so we're using the Light Seers Tarot for the reading itself. Then I'm going to clarify with this deck here, which is the the Universal Celtic Tarot is what it is. It's my favorite clarifying deck. So we will ask for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the sign of Virgo, please. If we could have information and cards bearing the highest good for Virgo. And things are tough. I think that's I think you've gone through a tough thing. Look, things just will not go together. So Virgo, I think you're kind of in a tough moment, that things are about to get a little hairy for you, and you're looking for a way to make things fit. If you'll see this doesn't really fit without a little bit of tension here. So, all right. here we are. Let's look at 9 cards for Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for July. All right. So we have first the Two of Wands. Then we have the Death card. And we have the Empress. 6 more cards, please. We have the Ace of Swords, the Three of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. 3 more cards, please. 3 more cards for Virgo, please. Ooh, things are just going crazy. So, yeah, I feel like things are a bit of a mess right now, Virgo. Or you're coming into a time that things are going to get a little bit messy. And so we are... Yeah, I think that things are going to end up a little bit messy, and that you're going to feel like all the balls are in the air and you're not able to catch it. So we have at the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Cups. So I think that this is a love reading. We are going to be talking about hope and love, finding answers in a book, and seeing things in dark corners, choosing to turn on the light to see into the dark corners. So I think this all has to do with love here. All right, let me take a look here. Okay, so what I am seeing here, well, first of all, it goes past, present, or future. It can also be read this way. I like to start at the heart of the matter, and then I'm going to read all the way around so we can get as much information for you as we can. So what I see here is everything is sort of in a stagnant energy. It's all about waiting. The Three of Wands is about, essentially waiting at the shoreline, waiting for the things that you want, waiting for the things that you've wished for. This is energy of Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo, and so this is fire energy. You can see that the wands here are all on fire here. The one thing that I notice in here is that she does have the board here, so she's really looking to ride a wave either away from something or into something. She hasn't picked any of these. So usually in a depiction in other decks that I've seen, it's like someone has their hand on the one that they've picked. I believe that you're waiting, Virgo, because you haven't really picked anything yet. You haven't really picked a way that you're going to go on your journey, and so here you sit in stagnant energy, hoping that the wave comes in, that you can ride the wave when it's time to do so. Okay, so everything in this reading kind of teeters on the stagnant energy of waiting. Okay, so let's start here. So up in the left-hand corner, we see the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is about being at the crossroads. So picking a path. I think that you have decided to pick the path that you want to be on, and that it is going to give you a lot of joy. I think that you have taken action here and you've found your way down a different path, but I think you had to end something to do it. Now, I don't only think that you had to end the person that you were, how you were in the world. I believe that you've made a transformation in how you see things, in how you feel things, and I do believe that the Virgo I'm talking to is quite intuitive, because I feel, I don't know how to tell you that I feel Virgo, but I do. And it's probably because I have friends that are Virgo and they have a certain feeling about them. But I do feel like you are picking a new path because something came to an end, and it was time for you to move on to a new path. So something is either about to come to an end or something is coming to an end. This is the past energy. So it tells me that probably in the last 2 months you've been thinking about bringing it to an end. And what I think you're bringing to an end is being somebody's wife. So this, the Empress is the mother of the deck. She's also the wife of the Emperor. So she is a mother. She is creative. She is someone who loves to bless. Loves to be blessed with having children. When she doesn't necessarily have to have children, but she is always creating, and people feel creative around her. So she's always connected to spirit. She's highly intuitive and highly spiritual. And I feel as though that you are thinking about, because she is a mother, although I hesitate to say that you are going to, if you're kind of deciding whether or not you want to be a mother. That could be for somebody who's listening. Maybe you're deciding whether or not you want to be a mother. Maybe you don't want to have any kids. But I do believe that the other thing that I see here is that because she is a mother, I'm feeling like that you want to put the end to a relationship. So being a mother means you're probably in a relationship with someone, and I think that you want to bring the death to this relationship because you've already decided to take a new path. So you've ended something, and I think it is being sort of the mother of the family. So yes, this does have to do with love. In the current energy, what I see here is a lot of talking. Now, talking, I feel with sharp tongues. And I don't normally feel this, but I feel like there is a breakup of some sorts or a breakdown going on of relationships. So when I see this card, the Ace of Swords, I feel as though there is sharp tongues, and there is a lot of talking going on, but there is a lot of sharp tongues that are cutting people. So I feel like you're ready to cut out someone, and that you are doing it by assassinating their character, which is not it's not a great way to do it, especially if you are a mother. So you are getting assassinated, and you are assassinating someone with your words. So if you're the female, someone is being verbally abusive to you. If you are the male, you're being emasculated by the female. And I feel like this card really carries a lot of heaviness for me in my chest right now. Carries a lot of heaviness, and it carries a lot of heaviness because you're waiting. You haven't left this yet. You haven't left this. You've decided to take a new path. You've decided that it's over. You've decided you no longer want to be in the family unit. And although you two continue to assassinate each other in your character, you still wait. You have not made a decision. You still wait. So stagnant energy for sure. You still wait in this relationship, not really feeling like it's connected anymore. But I have a feeling that you're staying in this relationship because of money, because it's financially lucrative, because you are financially stable, you have a home, you have all the cool things, all the cool kid toys, right? And you don't want to give any of that up. You don't want to give up your companion. You don't want to give up, you know, being able to be charitable, and you like to spend money, Virgo. That's just the size of it, right? You are a person who likes lovely things, who likes nice things, and you just like to buy things. Maybe you don't even need them, but you know, you like to have stuff. And so the reason that you haven't gotten out of this relationship is for no other reason other than you like stuff. So sometimes that is enough to make a marriage hold together. Not as a marriage. I'm just going to say it's like an empty vial. It's not a full marriage. It's an empty marriage. But some people do stay in a marriage just because they don't want to give up their stuff. And then I see in the future here, first card I see is the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is you arguing within yourself. So you're having arguments within yourself. You're fighting yourself constantly. I think it's interesting because, you know, everybody is trying to get up here to the thing that they want, and they're trying to sabotage each other in order to get the thing that they want. But I feel like you're in a self-sabotage kind of energy right now, Virgo, that you're self-sabotaging because you're not sure if you want to stay or leave this relationship because of the financial impacts that it could have on you. I see that you are not going anywhere. The Eight of Cups tells me that all of the emotion has poured out of this relationship. You two are not really living as husband and wife, essentially, you know, whatever relationship it is. I'm not meaning that you're married, whatever kind of relationship you have going on, and that there's no justice here, that you are someone who might be in legal trouble, could be financial legal trouble, that you feel as though if you break this relationship that you could end up on the bad end of the legal issue. And so I think that's why you stay. I think even though there's no emotion left here, and the Two of Cups is here, that you are staying in a loveless marriage just for stuff. Wow. Okay, so as I look at it this way here, the Two of Wands shows you at the crossroads trying to make a decision whilst you're doing the character assassination, and you're fighting within yourself. Should I stay or should I go? Right? Should I stay or should I go? But in the meantime, all there is fighting and anger. You do want to end this because you want to get out of the stagnancy. You want to get out of just this waiting, right? You want to get out of the stagnancy of waiting, but you still are not moving. You're not moving. You're not going anywhere, even though there's no emotion left. And this is over. This marriage is over. But I think you're playing along with the charade just to have the things. Just remember that this is also a general reading, so it can be flip-flopped. So if I am talking about someone else, maybe the cross-watcher, that I hope you don't take offense to it. I hope, Virgo, that you don't take offense to it. I am actually just reading what I'm told to read, and if that's not your jam, then you might want to click on the X. So the Empress up here is someone who is a mother, who is the matriarch of the family, and is in financial stability right now. And so I feel like even though there could be an injustice with not having love, not being part of a family, not really being in the stagnant energy, that the only reason that you might be staying is because you're scared of the kind of justice that might come along. And wow. Okay, I didn't expect to read that today, just saying. I don't know who I'm talking about, but I didn't expect to read that. Let's do some clarification. Maybe it'll come out differently. Can I have clarification for the Two of Wands, please? Two of Wands. Clarification on the Two of Wands, please. It's too many. Clarification on the Two of Wands, please. There we go. I've got one here. Two of Wands is being clarified by the Knight of Swords. So I think that you have surprised yourself in knowing that you just don't want to be in this relationship anymore. That you have chosen, you're at the crossroads and you actually have chosen a path that you will take, but that you're holding it back, and that it might be a surprise to the person who is with you. So you're actually kind of loading your guns, I feel. So, and the thing is this, is I'm not blaming any of this on you, Virgo. What I am saying is maybe you're in a relationship that is so highly volatile that you are just loading your guns and you're waiting to make the surprise. This is about something that you're not expecting, or something that they're not expecting. So I feel like that you didn't expect that you would be at this position in your life where you had to pick another path and had to end a relationship, and that you weren't, that you were kind of loading your guns in the background here. When I say loading your guns, I mean, getting prepared for the fight, essentially, getting prepared to protect yourself. And if you are someone who is in a volatile relationship and you're being hurt, I really hope that you will reach out to someone that you know, so you don't get hurt, you and your children, that you don't get hurt. The Sun is here, so I feel as though you have a plan. I feel as though you have an escape route, that you have a plan, that you think you're at the crossroads, you've decided that you're taking a different road. You are going to pop this on your person at the last second, and then you're going to hit dodge. And this Sun card here tells me that that's probably the best idea, that there is careful planning going on here, and it's probably a good idea that you quickly and quietly plan your way out. And then we have the Death card, which is clarified by the Ten of Swords. So yeah, something coming to a painful ending. The Page of Wands being in the reverse tells me there's no passion here. You're not willing to learn about any of the passion that this person has for you. Perhaps they have passion for you, but you have no passion for them. The Two of Swords tells me that you're still at this point, wishing and hoping that something different is going to happen, and you don't really want to leave. Why is the Empress here, please? Why is the Empress here, please? The Empress is here because, yeah, I see you looking back here at what used to be, and seeing that all of the emotion has poured out of this relationship, and that you thought that you were enough to hold this thing together, but unfortunately it was, you know, you're looking back at the passion that you two had, and you're looking back when you two first started. You want this new start now. You don't want to be in this relationship anymore. There's nothing left here for you. You're looking back at when you two started and how in love that you were, but now you're walking out of this relationship, and I believe that you are walking out a boss bitch. I think you've had enough, and you have taken things into your own hands. You've decided that you are comfortable with the decision you're going to make, but I believe you're going to pop this surprise on the Emperor. So so the Emperor is someone who is the ruler of the empire. I have a feeling that this is the person who you may be in a relationship with, that you are just going to tell the Emperor that you're done, and you're going to keep moving. I think you've found the energy with the Queen of Wands. You've found the energy. You have found the self-confidence to be able to tell the Emperor that you are done, that you're going. Why is the Ace of Swords here, please? Ace of Swords. Why is the Ace of Swords here, please? Ace of Swords, please. Why is the Ace of Swords here? Ace of Swords, please. All right, so we have the Ace of Swords. Yeah, you're done talking. The Ace of Swords is in the reverse here. You're done talking. It's time to cut somebody out. Ace of Swords is clarifying the Ace of Swords. We have one in the upright and one in the reverse. So before it was all about the character assassination. Now you're done. You're done. You're not talking about it anymore. You're just going to cut that person out. Why is the Three of Wands here? Three of Wands is here because of the Eight of Cups. It's stagnant energy. You're still here. It's like this Eight of, I'm sorry, not the Eight of Wands, Eight of Cups. You're still here in the Eight of Cups energy here, and you're stagnant in the Eight of Cups energy, and you don't really know what it is that you're going to do from here. You haven't really made a decision about what you want to do. So there you are in your stagnant energy. You wish it could be different. Your wishes and hopes. You wish it could be different. You wish you could heal. You are praying that things are going to go as smooth as you want them to, and that you aren't going to be stuck on the outside looking in when it comes to the finances. Why is the King of Pentacles here, please? King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is here because you do want this, you do want to drop the burdens. You want to drop any financial burdens that you have. You don't want to be financially burdened if you do decide to leave this relationship, or you don't want to have to go back to it, that's for sure. And then we have the King of Cups. And although you did, you do want to drop these burdens, financial burdens, I believe that the King of Cups energy, someone who is highly intuitive, someone who is very deep. I believe this is you. You're a deep thinker. You're thinking deeply about what you're going to do next. You're going to drop the burdens. Then what? What comes next? What comes next is you are going to connect with spirit. You're going to ask some questions. You're going to try not to spill what's left of this energetic, this love-filled cup. You're going to try and not spill everything out at the same time. You're going to try and do it a little at a time, I believe. You're very deep, though. You're very in deep thought about whether you should just walk out of this relationship, or whether you should give your person a chance to explain themselves. Because up here, I see you just telling the Emperor here to just, take a hike. Then we have the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, I think that you've been thinking about going off and building something with someone else. There may be someone else here that you're not talking about, and that I'm not picking up on. So the Five of Wands, please. Why is that here? Five of Wands is here because of Four of Swords. You've been so exhausted you know, fighting within yourself. You've been so exhausted and not really taking care of yourself. You do require a lot of self-care. And, you know, this is something that I know after being in a marriage for 21 years almost. And, you know, I needed a lot of self-care for probably the first 6 months. I didn't go anywhere. I didn't see anyone. I didn't talk to anyone. I just had to really repair myself. And I think that you are getting in contact with old friends again. And this happens as well. Once you've been out of a relationship for a certain amount of time, you get to reconnect with people. People that you kind of put on the back burner because you were in this relationship that you gave your all to. Why is the Eight of Cups in the reverse, though, please? You may even be having a reconciliation with maybe old friends, or could be an old love as well. And that could be a part of why you are trying to, why you are arguing within yourself, right? Not sure what you want to do from here. Why is the Eight of Cups in the reverse? Eight of Cups is in the reverse because the King of Wands, the King of Swords is in the reverse. So that means that, you know, you're not speaking your truth. You're not speaking up right now. You're not telling people how you feel. In fact, I don't think you're even telling your friends that you're going to leave this relationship. You may have a lot of friends that are your friends and their friends. I'm talking about your person that you're married to right now. You might have a lot of mutual friends. And so you're not telling anybody right now. You're not speaking up at all. You're not speaking your truth because you're not really sure who is going to, you know, whisper something to the person that you want to be your ex. Why else is the Eight of Cups here in the reverse, please? Eight of, woo, jeez, really? Throw them at me? All right, so we have the Eight of Wands is in the reverse because of the Eight of Wands being, the Eight of Cups is in the reverse because of the Eight of Wands being in the reverse. Stagnant energy, more energy saying not moving, not moving. So there's a lot of stagnancy here and you really need to start moving again. Once you start moving again, that's when all of this is going to go down. So right now you are not saying a word to anybody. You're not saying anything about what's going on in your marriage, how it's breaking down. You're not really talking to anybody about it. And you know that when you do open your mouth that it's going to be Armageddon. Things are going to go down. So why is Justice here in the reverse, please? Justice is here in the reverse. Justice is here in the reverse because you have manifested it that way. You currently don't want to have any legal issues. You don't want to deal with divorce. You don't want to deal with splitting of assets. You don't want to deal with having anything like that in your life because you're trying to manifest your way out of this. So you're trying to manifest this relationship, stay together for a certain amount of time until you can decide what you want to do rather than your person deciding that this relationship is over. You want to be the one who ends the relationship. And so you really aren't saying anything to anyone. Oh, good God. Just been throwing cards at me all night long. Okay. Anything else for this Justice in reverse, please? Justice in reverse. Yeah, I think you're manifesting the stagnant energy just to buy time, really. Then I have the King of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, you're buying time because you don't want to end up financially unstable. You want to be able to take your piece and move on and have your life. You're very defensive about the person that you love. So you guys, again, are, you know, very defensive with one another. I feel like there's a lot of arguing, screaming, yelling, lots of character assassination. You can see here that she's kind of being yanked on, her hair's being pulled. I hope who I'm speaking with is not being physically abused because I feel as though your person is already thinking about someone else. So they really don't have much respect for you anymore, Virgo. And your person is already either with someone else or thinking about someone else. And I hope that if you are someone who is experiencing any kind of physical abuse or verbal abuse, that you will reach out to someone and get some help. Whew, that was heavy, you guys. Oh my gosh, heavy, heavy. Okay, so see if we can get some more advice for you here. Virgo, can you have some advice, please, for Virgo, Sun? Picking it up. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Okay, fine, I'll get it. I've been told I must. Tired of dropping cards today, guys. Claim your art. So yeah, you need to figure out what it is that you want to do. What are you good at? Maybe you're a housewife that hasn't had a career outside the home for a very long time, that you've worked very hard inside the home, but you haven't had a chance to, you know, claim your art, to decide what you want to do outside the home. Look forward tells me that you can look forward to things in the future, that things are going to eventually turn out as long as you ask with sincerity, and that means asking spirit with sincerity about what to do next. Oh gosh, this card of hope. Hope is always there, even if we can't see it. Optimistic expectations can help change negative situations into positive ones. Please keep hope. And look in a book, please. If you do have something, a Bible, anything, a book, a self-help thing, anything that you can find, please look in a book. You may find an answer there. And as soon as you choose to see the light in the dark corners, that's when you're going to make your move, I believe. Virgo, this has been a heavy, heavy reading. In fact, I don't think I'm going to read any more tonight because this was so heavy that I think I'm drained, to be honest. I hope whoever I was speaking to, please, 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 if you are in a situation where you feel in danger, where you feel that you are being abused mentally or physically, please reach out to someone that you know. Stop keeping your silence. Please reach out to someone that you know. All right, I'm going to stop being your mom for now. I just want to let you know that I am Elsie, and you can reach me at elsie@tenofcupstarot.ca if you would like to have your own personal reading. And you can also reach me at my website, www.tenofcupstarot.ca, right there. All right, thank you guys. Thank you for coming by. Please, again, get some help if you need it, okay? Love you guys. Love you lots. Bye-bye.